Safety experts are demanding action this morning on what they call a serious safety defect. As a newly obtained crash test video shows, when cars are hit from behind, the front seats can break, injuring the drivers and the passengers, especially young children. Chris Van Cleve has been investigating this and joins us now. Chris, good morning.
Good morning. The move comes days after a Texas jury awarded more than a $120 million verdict against one automaker for a problem car companies admit would only cost a couple of dollars to fix, and children are paying the price. Some of the images you are about to see may be disturbing. It happens in an instant. An 11-year-old Jesse Rivera Jr. is living with the consequences. In 2012, he was sitting behind his father in the family's Audi sedan when it was rear-ended.
We're constantly told, put your children in the back seat. You know, you just don't know that this danger's there.
Jesse Sr.'s seat broke, launching him head-first into his son. Both were taken to the hospital, where his wife Kathy broke the news.
She said, it's bad. He's got a real bad hand injury, and he may not make it through the night. And so I started praying again. I said, God, please don't take my boy.
Jesse was left with permanent brain damage. After watching crash test videos like this, the jury ruled young Jesse's injuries resulted from Audi's gross negligence. In a deposition for the case, a company engineer said the car was designed so someone in the back seat would support the front seat with his knees. And here is the Audi attorney talking to the EMT who responded to the accident scene.
So you're saying that the seat's supposed to do that?
Absolutely. Proudly so. It is absorbing energy.
Those Audi seats met or exceeded the federal standard for strength, a standard so low even a banquet chair could pass.
200.
So that passes.
That passes the standard.
Nearly every major American, Japanese, and Korean automaker has seen similar cases recently. Internal documents show car makers and the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, or NHTSA, have known about the potential for seatback collapses for decades.
Shame on them. My boy wouldn't be hurt if they'd have done their job.
NHTSA insists it has looked into the issue, but it is very challenging to upgrade the standard because these accidents are so rare.
Pump it up.
Our CBS News investigation has so far identified more than 100 people nationally who were severely injured or killed in apparent seatback failures since 1989. Most were children. 17 have died in the past 15 years alone, like 7-year-old Crystal Butler.
My child got turned into a human safety device, an airbag. She saved my life. It wasn't supposed to be that way.
Improving the seats wouldn't necessarily be expensive. In an earlier case, one engineer being deposed said strengthening them would cost on the order of $1 or so. This morning, the Center for Auto Safety is filing a petition with NHTSA, urging the agency to warn parents of the potential danger and create a new seatback standard.
There's no excuse for NHTSA's inaction on this serious safety defect.
Sir, Chris Van Cleve from CBS News.
We've tried for months to get NHTSA Administrator Mark Rosekind to talk to us about this issue. In a statement, he says the agency's seatback standard is decades old, but we're working to improve our ability to quantify potential safety benefits, and we're committed to saving lives through every tool available. Efforts that come too late for the Rivera family.
Your children are at risk, and if you don't write your legislator and tell him to do something about this thing, nothing's going to be done, and more children are going to get hurt, and it could be your child.
The jury found Jesse's father partially responsible because he wasn't wearing a seatbelt and his son wasn't in a booster seat. In a statement, Audi told us they are not pleased with the verdict and will evaluate their next legal steps. Nora?
Chris, I have to ask you, so does every car have this problem?
So, Nora, our safety experts tell us that all makes and models of Mercedes, BMW, and Volvo have seats that are designed not to fail. Beyond that, it really varies from car maker to car maker and even model to model how strong the seats are.
Really important information there. Chris, thank you so much.
But it really doesn't make sense that they can fix it for under $2 and that people aren't doing that.
Yeah.
Raises some very interesting questions.
Thank you.
Very scary stuff.
Indeed. All right, coming up.